People, check it out. It's me, Brian B, here to introduce the Beeline Entertainment LLC.com. That's right, we got a whole supply of options for you if you're doing video editing, if you need logos for your business, you got that. If you want to watch the shows that we host here on the network, the Beeline Web Show, the Beeline Entertainment Show, and Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk with the STR Nation, we got that too. Join us, buy the merch, and check out the Beeline Entertainment LLC.com. Let's go! People, make sure that you go ahead and check out the Beeline Entertainment Stuff and Things shop. We got all merchandise that you're looking for, everything to promote the show. That's right, from hats to glasses to cups to sweatshirts to t-shirts, you name it. Boys, girls, babies, whoever wants to show off that they love watching the Beeline Entertainment LLC. We can't wait to see you in your brand new gear. Come on and check it out today. Let's go! Yo, it's another day. That's a Tuesday it is, because we are next in line to have the Beeline Web Show come at you. So I hope you was waiting for it, because we back. Thank you guys so much for joining us on another Tuesday night. Yo, check it out. We're going to be back in this booth every single week up until I think the end of October. I think we're going to miss that week right there. Got a little vacation we're taking with the family, heading out and doing some camping, bro. Going outside and camping. End of the month here. For Sukkot. If you guys know anything about it, we're gonna head out there. We usually do it with my wife's family every year. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Get out there and get away from technology for a little while and break it down. But yeah, man, we go and head out there on the at the end of October. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But I said that already. Yo, check it out, guys. If you haven't already, please go ahead on to YouTube and like us and share us and subscribe to us, because that's the only way you're going to know we got content coming out. Hit that bell button for the notifications. And please check out all the content. You can do that by going to the B-Line Entertainment LLC.com, where we have all the shows that we've ever done, including our wrestling show that will be back tomorrow night. Wednesday, Wrestle Talk Wednesday is back at it in full effect. STR Nation, Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk is going to be back on 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be live on YouTube, Facebook, as well as Twitch. And then we got Thursday night. Me and Kyle will be back on with the entertainment show. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We're doing a watch list. Guys, I want to make a big announcement as well. Starting tomorrow, if you're on TikTok, we live on TikTok right now as well. If you are on TikTok, you will be able to see me, Brian B. We're going to be doing a 31-day countdown of all the scariest movies that I've ever seen before. Some of the movies that scared the shit out of me. I'm going to do some movies that I just like and I love, and I'm going to do a little bit of review on them. So we're doing that on the Beeline Entertainment LLC. It's the Beeline ENT LLC TikTok channel. Please go follow us over there. We're trying to grow. And holidays is coming up, man. I'm excited. Yo, I love the holidays. I love talking about them, especially Halloween. I love horror. I love all of that stuff. So not doing a horror special this year, but I will be throwing out the old horror specials we've done here on the Beeline Entertainment. They've been a lot of fun over the years, man. If you guys haven't seen them, definitely check them out. But we got a guest in the building. We're going to be talking. It's kind of like a free talk night tonight. It's going to be just some regular conversation, talk about some stuff that's been going on. But we're going to do it because that's what we do, because this is the Beeline Web Show. Let's go!
Straight to the point, baby. 3, 2, 1.
Chat and I'll chat y'all in. Talking with TikTok over here. Anybody watching, you want to watch me on TikTok? If you follow me on TikTok, definitely go join in the chat over there as well. I'll go ahead and shout out your comments if you guys got anything to say about the topics that we are talking about tonight. But check it out, guys. We got somebody in the building. He back with us. He gave me a really good idea last week, and that's going to be something we're going to talk about to start the show off today. But formerly known as DJ Tig, he's been on plenty of shows here in the Beeline Entertainment LLC. We got DJ Harmonics. What up, bro? Oh, looks like you're on that mute.
What's going on?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Glad to have you back. Glad you had fun last week and you wanted to come back on this week. It looks like I don't know if Kyle will be joining us later. He hasn't hit me up today. Sometimes Kyle's on, sometimes he's off with the web show. But just whenever he can, I love Kyle, man. He got good perspective, talks a lot of interesting stuff, has a lot of interesting views on things. But Harmonics, what up, bro?
Hey, what's up, man? What's up, man? How you doing?
I feel good. It's Tuesday, and it's not a lot going on as far as just like it's just regular shit, man. I mean, at some point, I've been talking about this a lot lately, and I was actually like really trying hard to find some different topics to talk about this week. But you got to go with what you feel, man. Lately it's just been like that revolving door of just that routine. When you start to get older and you just after a while stuff starts to blend together, man. Like I was just talking about the holidays, and we're a little older now. It's like you remember how magical like Christmas and Halloween and Thanksgiving and shit. Like it used to just be something about it. I don't always like to pull the nostalgia card, but it's just like, damn, bro. You used to really feel that shit. So I can't tell if I've changed or like the world has changed. But how are you, bro? What's going on?
Shit, I think a little both. Shit, I feel the same way about anything. Like my birthday next week, and then my brother
Oh,
and
shit,
sister
okay.
like, yeah, what you want for your birthday? I'm like, man, I ain't even thought about it yet, man. Don't even be thinking that far ahead.
Yeah,
You so busy from day to day, it's hard to even think that far ahead.
that's true. That's true. That's really true. It's really hard to like just take a break when it's like you got your routine going, because it's like what the next thing is from day to day. That's why it's weird, but I tell people this stuff all the time. I love when it rains. I love when it rains. I love when it thunderstorms. I love when there's a hurricane, and not the ones that's like devastating people's lives and shit, but just like when it's like a big storms you get, and you got the harder than usual winds and shit, and people are like, whoa, the power goes out and the family breaks out the board games and the flashlight. I love that shit, bro, because it kind of breaks up the normalcy. Like it gives you something else to think about for a second. Like you get out of your tight bubble that you're trying to like build around your process or whatever. What up, Zykia? What up, Zykia? How you doing? I saw a bunch of your stuff you're doing with your show, Cooking with Positivity. Guys, definitely go check out Zykia, her channel. She got a show. If she cooking food, listen, I'm there. So, but we become desensitized because the world we live in now, stuff don't hit the same. I'm telling you, this
Yeah, that's true.
it's got to be some realness to that conversation. Everybody say that shit. I mean, it's got to be some realness to that. But yo, Harmon, what do we call you now, bro? Because I know you as Tig. I don't know. You
Oh,
changed your name.
I rebranded. I rebranded. Everybody call me
Mm-hmm.
Harmonics now. Yeah, but
Harmonics.
some of my close friends they still call me Tig. So it is what it
Gotcha.
is.
That's cool. Yeah. What led up to the rebranding? Like were you going for a
Well,
different audience?
I want to do more than just DJing, so I want to start my clothing merch for music lovers and music culture. And I was like, well, what am I gonna call my music store? And I was like, I just started shopping a couple names, and then I started thinking about Armani's. Then I started thinking about harmonics because that's music related term. I was like, oh, okay, I like
Yeah.
harmonics. But I'm still trying to grow as a social media person. I'm not the strongest social media. Like, well, I don't want to have 2, 3 different accounts to run. So then I
Yeah.
started shopping around the name Harmonics, like DJ Harmonics. Then I started telling people that it's like, bro, that's fire. Yeah, you should change your name, DJ Harmonics. You should. And
Yeah.
it does sound better than T. So I was like, you know what? Let's do it. Fuck it.
Hey, that's how it is, man. When you're growing in the business and you're, exploring different avenues and stuff like that, like it's easy to have an idea and kind of run with it, and then it's just like to learn as you go, and then realize like, wait a minute, this might be better. This is a different message or like vision that I had for this journey that I'm on now. So I definitely understand it. I've repackaged multiple times on this with this thing right here. And like I said in the beginning of the show, like you gave me an idea last week, and I wanted to talk about that a little bit. But I was like, hey, you say, thanks for the shout out. So much more than cooking, but we got to get you over. Yeah, I would love to, man. Send the invite. I would love to come on and talk. I'm actually interested in, I'm going to be reaching out to some people and stuff like that since I started doing these live. It's a little harder to set up shows and appointments with people who can't come on Tuesday nights. Got my Undertaker gong. My notifications going off over here. But yeah, I definitely want to try to see if I can get some more people on because I don't do recorded shows as much anymore. But I would love to, yo. So just send the time and place, and I'll see if we can make it happen. But Harmonix, you said something last week to me, bro, about getting more invested with, like, what I'm doing. My business, this started off as just a podcast. Then from me editing and branding and learning how to do all that shit, I was like, man, I bet you other people be having issues with this stuff. And then I started literally just like, reaching out, like, hey, you want help? You want to do this? I know how to edit, I know how to make websites, I know how to do all that shit. And then it turned into a business from there. And then after that, it turned into all wrestling and then different topics. So we split up the shows. And then you said, like, hey, why don't you go meet up with different artists and stuff like that and see if they need media work done. And that shit hit me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, what? That's something that I haven't thought about. We have somebody, our fellow host, Lay, over there on Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk. Big shout out to Lay. Like, she does social media content for different businesses, and she's also does hosting for different events. And she's definitely told me about, oh shit, what up, cuz? Mr. Lamar Tyree in the building. We ain't heard from Lamar Tyree in a long time. Woo! We going back. This is like episode 11 of the Beeline Web Show. If you guys remember, we had one of our biggest sponsors or partnerships. We had Lamar Tyree had his album drop. Went and got a billboard and everything, and he was out. We had was rocking his stuff for a while. But definitely good to see you, bro. I know we ain't been up in a while, but good to see you. Hope everything's good. But yeah, man. But yeah, she does the media marketing. And when you said, I was like, man, that would be perfect. I have so much equipment here. And like literally, I can just hit somebody up, hey, throwing a party. I would love. I got my own lights, audio equipment, everything. So we just started up, me and my wife, man. We started putting stuff together. I got a whole, kit and cords and a whole bunch of shit. So I appreciate the info, man, because you got me changing the business again.
There you go. You should do that, and then also like find the wrestling community in Atlanta and start doing public interviews as well. That's another thing you can do.
Yeah, that's definitely something. Man. That's definitely something that I'm interested in, man. Especially being in Atlanta. It's funny because before I started doing these shows, this guy I used to know at Target. I used to go to different indie, wrestling events with him, his wife. I used to take my son, and man, that shit is fun, bro. Like really fun. Like seeing like the potential future of the professional wrestling industry. Just in the gymnasiums, in the damn little, they're like barns almost, but they have a whole ring set up with chairs and a fan base, man. You got people that go to every single show in the area and stuff like that. We'll travel a little bit. Have you ever been to the ones out here?
Mm-mm.
Man, it's a lot of fun, bro. A lot of fun. They set up their little table and stuff like that, and they have their merch and stuff like that. You get to meet the wrestlers and support, buy a picture. They'll take a picture with you, but some really good wrestling too. Good storylines. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times we hear in the wrestling community and stuff like that, like this is a big conversation, especially with AEW now. And it's like, you do have WWE. WWE is the biggest name. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to professional wrestling, WWE, WWF, that's what people have known for fucking generations at this point. But there's a lot of other promotions. You got New Japan, you have Ring of Honor, AEW, TNA. There's so much, and that's just like the real known ones. You got MLW, GCW. There's a lot of promotions out there where these guys, big names, people who have been to the top in WWE, then kind of went back and kind of recirculate in the independent scene. There's a lot of talent, man. There's a lot of stuff to watch, and you're missing out if you're only watching WWE. And I've been one for a long time who like mainly just watched WWE. I dabbled in other shit, but just being able to see those independent shows just shows you the potential outside. There's different styles. There's wild ass backyard fucking razor blades and fluorescent light bulb wrestling. Shit is crazy, bro.
I need to get more into it. The closest I got to it, I know it's not real, but I did. Over the summer? Yeah, I watched Heels.
Heels.
Yeah, Stephen Amell.
I still haven't seen that.
That was a good show. Good show.
Yeah, I probably like that. I
It's
love
good.
wrestling too. I like the main dude who's in that.
Stephen
Not
Amell.
Arrow, not Stephen Amell. The other guy. He was in Bad Boys. He was in
Oh yeah. I forgot
a
his
bunch of
name.
the white boy, tall white boy.
Yeah. I forgot
He
his name, but
he's a good ass actor.
it
But
got a bunch of cool cameos in heels, like CM Punk's in heels, like
yeah,
yeah, like cool, nice and cool, like actual W like wrestlers that's in the show. I think it's what 3 seasons. Yeah,
this guy
two.
felony fights, man. Soap on the rope fights. This guy's over here saying crazy shit. Slapfest.
Slapfest.
Slapfest, man. Yo, listen, have you ever saw felony fights?
Mm-mm.
That's
I heard of
that's
it.
that's old school. I don't know if they still have it, but I remember I went over to my cousin's house one day, bro, and they put in this DVD. This went back when before you got on the internet and all that shit. Like we had DVDs of everything. Like whether you got it from the bootleg man, whatever. But they had this shit called felony fights, and this motherfucker's going around just paying people to fight. And when I tell you like brutal, fucking brutal fights, man. And you'll be seeing like people getting their face busted open. This isn't UFC, no regulation. Sometimes they fight with weapons and all this shit. It was crazy because watching that shit, it was this one where it was two girls. They were fighting, and this bigger girl was with a smaller girl, and the bigger girl at one point got on top of the smaller girl and started pounding her fucking face in, bro. All you saw was her nose just keep getting hit and banged up and shit. And I
Damn.
remember, just like you just said, Harmon's like literally, I remember watching it. And you ever get that weird feeling like when you you feel like you're about to pass out? I don't know if it's like a panic attack or whatever the fuck it's called, but I had got that feeling, bro. I got that feeling twice. I got that feeling when I watched that fight, that girl's getting her face pound. Like, damn, that shit looked like it hurt. And then I got that feeling when I watched my first episode of Ultimate Fighter with Kimbo Slice. He was in it. It was with the heavyweights. And Kimbo Slice was fighting, and it was a heavyweight fight. The very first heavyweight fight that they had, this small dude was fighting this bigger dude. And this guy hit him with an elbow and just cracked this motherfucker head, and all the blood was just gushing. I was watching this shit in a laundromat, and I was like, damn. But yo, Harmonics, tell me something. Tell me after seeing that shit, that's what got me into like wanting to train to fight and shit. Like that was like my whole beginning. I was like, I went from being like, damn, I'm nervous, like I'm scared, like, damn, what if that shit happens, like for real? And I've been in some fights, but never anything like brutal like that. But I was like, man, I want to learn how to do that shit. Like, you must be extremely fucking tough if you do shit like that. And that's where I started training and started doing stuff. And I wish I'd have stayed in it, but that. You ever had any experiences like that? Like some shit that scared you so much that you wanted to be into it?
No, football. Yeah,
Football?
football. Yeah, because I started off as a kid playing soccer and rec because my mom was too scared for me to play football. Too
Oh, okay.
scared.
Hey,
Then my
listen, man, it's rough
finally
sport.
when I would when I got to like what 6th grade, I started watching football like as a fan, like NFL,
Yeah,
college football a little bit. That was the first time I really started watching it as a fan. And man, I remember man, somebody got cracked, man. I want to say it was the Monday Night Football game where Reggie Bush got cracked. Reggie
mm,
Bush on that flat. I seen that. I was like, damn, I want to do that. Damn, I
yeah,
want to do that. And it's like, okay, when I'm eligible to play football, when I'm eligible, like 7th grade, like, mom, man, you gotta let me play, mama. I'm like, come on now. And then my dad, like, come on, Mika. He old enough now. Come on, Mika. And then she finally cracked, let me play. Man, first day of practice, I fucking sucked, boy. First day, I was so I could say. That's why I realized how out of shape I was.
yeah. That should do it
Yeah,
to you.
the conditioning drill, which today is so easy now, but it was so hard for me. And I played
Yeah,
soccer in rec. That's how I realized how soft they are when they play rec. That's why I realized the difference between rec sports and then you actually get to middle school and high school. Like a world of difference as far as like how
man.
tough it is. The world Because soccer supposed to be a sport when you run all the time. So it ain't supposed to be that hard for me to be conditioned in football. That damn, all they did was have us to run around the four corners of the field twice. Man, I didn't even get halfway around the field. I was huffing and puffing. Boy, I couldn't even
bro.
make it. Bro, my two teammates had to come over and help me get over to the damn seats, bro. I couldn't even fit it out. I went
Oh yeah,
home. I was like, bro, I can't do this, bro. I can't do this, bro. And then I seen my grandma had this poster up on her wall. And it said like, "Don't quit," and it gives like a whole speech about like not giving up in life and this and that. I was like, "Nah, forget that. I'm going back tomorrow." Then I went back second day of practice. That very same drill, run around the corner of the field, twice. Did it. I did it, finished it the second day. Did it. I'm like, okay, I can do this now.
bro.
Until the first
You
tackling drill.
oh shit. Then it just opened up a whole new avenue. You're like, oh man, this shit is
Our
constant
quarterback
battles.
at the time. Well, our quarterback at the time, his name was Chris Tutt. Rest in peace. Rest in peace to him. Chris Tutt. He was a grade older than me. So I was in seventh grade. He was eighth grade. He was starting quarterback. Don't know why today's world that would never happen. The quarterback starting off in board drills. He started off in board drill. He got cracked so hard that he was like, "Oh, blood rushing to my head. I can't see." That's the first time I see like a live hit, like ever,
Yeah.
and like live, I'm like, "Whoa, okay,
Yeah,
this is
no,
different
for
from
real.
watching on TV." This is
Yeah.
different. So,
Yeah, man. It's like
yeah.
you don't realize just how hard them dudes. I mean, when you see it, it's weird because you know it's not fake, but it's like you see it on TV. Everything looks like less. Like everything looks like even when some people are boxing and stuff like that, you're like, man, that don't like he hit that hard. But it's like you don't understand like the amount of force and exactly how that shit really hit that person. So yeah,
Yeah.
man,
And then
physical
back
contact
then,
sports.
back then, they didn't really stress concussions like that. So
Hell
people,
no.
you've seen the head hit, eyes rolling back of the head. I'm pretty
Oh
sure
yeah.
I've never been official. I'm pretty positive I've had at least 2 or 3 concussions when I played football. I just never got diagnosed with one officially.
How long do you play for?
I played in middle school and high school. Yeah, I hurt my knee, so I couldn't play in college. I hurt my knee my senior
Mm.
year,
Oh,
so I
you
didn't
played. So
play in
you played
college.
for the whole thing.
Yeah, I sucked in middle school. I only got in one game, played one series, sucked so bad they put it back out, and I was a bench player in middle school. Then I got to
Bro.
high school, and I ended up like really working hard. Like I would stay after practice, work on some things. I'd be like the only player to stay with the coaches for film study in the summertime. And all of a sudden, I think like the second game of the season, I was like, I was on the JV. And like the second game of the season, all of a sudden, coach like, yeah, you starting at defensive end today. You starting. And like, bro, I almost damn cried, boy. Because I remember when I was in middle school, I ain't get no PT at all. All the
Yeah.
hard work I did over there. So they called me, they named me most improved player from middle school to
Mm.
high school that year.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I mean, that's definitely high school. High school freshman year was the only year I played, and I remember that transition because I didn't really care about sports and shit like that, really, honestly. But I wanted to do something, and I remember I forgot how I saw like the paper. It was like, yeah, football tryouts. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and try it. I'm a big dude, whatever. I played like just in the backyards and stuff like that for when I was younger, but never for a team. And one of the biggest things that I remember, bro, was we went to like our first week. It was over the summer, and we went there for the first couple days, and we went right to the cafeteria in the high school. And I didn't even know the high school yet. This is like freshman year, and I walked to the high school. We got to the high school, bro. When I tell you, they had like the meals or whatever for us, and they gave us, it was like fucking 2 hamburgers, fries, chicken. It was a whole big ass tray of food, bro. And I remember walking there, I was like, what the fuck is this? And then we sitting there, and the coaches are standing up. We're all just eating. I'm still with my boys and shit like that I knew from middle school. And we all just eating, and the coaches just talking to us and stuff like that. And I think we did that for like 3 days, bro. We just came in and we were talking to the coaches. I think we went on the field to like sit on the field and see what we were playing and stuff. But like you said, after that, then we got on the field. We went right to the field, and then we're doing our fucking, jumping jacks and push-ups and turns and twists or whatever, fast legs or whatever. And I just remember, like you said, like just how hard that shit was. I'm like, damn, I'm not used to any of this shit. Like, I play outside and run around, but I'm not used to like really having to do this shit. And then when you put the equipment on, forget about it. Like, all right, it's a whole nother fucking
They're
book.
doing this. Yeah, they're doing the summertime, man. They think you doing your favorite. People used to think that you used to always have to set temperature outside in summertime. Like if you get over like 96 degrees, you gotta go practice inside. You can't be outside. People on the outside that never played football, you would think that was a blessing. Oh man, we ain't got to practice outside. That shit was worse. Cause all they
Bro,
did was make you have your pads on inside in the gym. And that
that's
shit
right.
worse, cause then the air ain't running the same in the school like it is during the school year. So the gym hot as hell, and then you wearing tennis shoes with some damn pads on and helmet on, and you slipping everywhere. Everybody's sweating all over the floor. That shit was awful. I would rather practice outside. That shit was awful.
Yeah.
I used to hate that shit. I used to hate that.
Bro, I used to fuck when it was really hot, man. I remember, and I don't know if we didn't have like if we just didn't have enough water bottles or whatever. But I remember when we used to get done with the drill or whatever, and then we'd run to the fucking water keg, and it was like I think it was like 3 or 4 bottles. Only thing I remember was everybody was just standing around just trying to get a water. To this day, why I drink my water, I drink my water like a lot of the times. Mostly, I'm like pouring it into my mouth. Because instead of we never want to touch off the water bottles and shit. So I just go and everybody, you do when you don't want to touch the shit or whatever. And I used to like how like it was so refreshing because after all that work, I was like, damn, this shit good. It's ice cold water, bro. And I used to get that shit just go right in your mouth and immediately just hits you, feel great. So to this day, I still drink my water like that.
It's good shit. We don't even use water bottles unless it was games. It's like practice. We always had in middle school and high school. They always had like the water system out there where you had like the long thing with the 4 legs, and you had all the damn hoses sticking out of it where you can just grab one and drink some water out the hoses. That's just like a little water system. We had that, but the thing about it is, bro, middle school and high school, they always preach and never walk on the field. It's like, don't fucking walk on my field. So we had to always run to get the water. They see you one person walking, they'd blow the whistle like, no water, get your ass back on the field. No
damn.
water.
That's crazy. That's fucking torture.
They play no games, man. I remember there was in middle school, there was my real name Dundrell. And then there was another kid, also named was Dundrell. Also named, but everybody called him Bojack. Except the coaches. The coaches would call him Dundrell, and everybody called me Dundrell. Everyone called, and I remember we had to do the suicides up and down the floor or the gym floor. It's July. It's hot as hell in there. No AC running, and we had to do 35 of them. And then coach said he like, y'all got to. I want. He like, you ain't got to sprint every single one, but I better not see no walk. If I see one person walk, I don't care if we get to 34. We starting over at 1. Man, we got like 30. We got like 33. Coach blew the whistle. He's like, nope, we started over at 1. Dundrell was walking. Everybody, because I'm a fat one. And the other Dundrell is the running back. He more in shape. They assumed it was me that started walking. Everybody thought, what the fuck, man? You tripping, bro? And then Cole Hall, he seen that. He's like, no, I meant Bojack. Bojack, that's what they call him.
Shit.
So everybody, I was like, bro, everybody about to rip my head off, bro.
I bet. Yo, listen, I remember that shit. I was a fat one too. And just like you said, bro, did you have the shit where if you lost a game or if the coaches didn't feel like you were playing like good? I remember it was one game we lost and the coach didn't feel like we were taking it seriously. And he made us fucking do suicides on the field. And that shit, of course, for the linemen, but the line, we was like, that shit was hell for us. So they was taking us and they would have us fucking go like first to the 20, then to the 40, then to the 60 or whatever, and then to the 80 and back, and then the whole fucking, bro, when I tell you, to this day, I've never done some harder shit like that, bro.
Shit, I'll tell you something worse we did. I'll tell you something worse. It was one day after practice. I'll never forget this shit was freshman year. I was on varsity JV. And Coach Patrick, he felt like we fucked around offensive line wise the whole practice. He felt like we didn't have a standard practice. And then he didn't say shit the whole practice. So I'm thinking it's just a normal practice. The shit ends, we do our conditioning shit. We get ready to walk back up the stairs to the locker room. And he said, offensive line, come back over here. Still don't think nothing about it. Thinking like, he probably want to tell us a message or something, talk about something later on the week or whatever. He's like, y'all come up, meet me over on the side field. That's what the sleds is. The sled, and he was like, all right, y'all. I didn't like the energy that y'all fucked around the whole practice. He's like, yeah, hit these sleds. And then so the start offensive line would have to drive the sled. I think what 20 yards, and then I'm the second backup offensive line. The next five we would have to hit the sled 20 yards and drive that shit 20 yards, and we had to basically take turns every 20 yards going up and down the field. I think we did that shit like 4 times.
Yeah,
Man,
that
you
shit is
talking about
crazy.
like that's the most tired I ever been. Like I couldn't even feel my legs, bro.
Yeah,
We
man.
chopped up.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Fucking
And it's
legs.
like, I know last week we were talking about, like, we both were talking about trying to be, trying to get healthier and stuff like that, and weight loss journeys. And I mean, I definitely, I had a weird ass like epiphany moment, yesterday, where I had a schedule. I wrote out for me. I'm one of them type of people where it's like I work so much better if I have like clear direction. If I can see that shit and vision it in my head, and like it's realistic for me, it's way easier for me to follow some shit. So I had made a schedule, man, back in June. And every time I do something with like weight loss or anything, I always make sure I put the date at the top of that shit, like when I'm starting. And it was June 4th, and I put it up in my kitchen, and it's been hanging there this whole fucking time, just getting ignored. But
You like that?
I had the schedule up, and I looked at it, and yesterday was the first day for a second. The calendar's right next to it. I was looking at the calendar. I looked over at the schedule, and I was like, and I saw June 4th, and I was like, damn. I looked back at the calendar, and I was like, yo, we're at the end of September. I was like, it's going to be October 4th in about a week. And I thought about it. I was like, yo, if I would have followed this schedule, no doubt, no bullshit, bro. We played football. I used to work out. I used to train. I used to do a whole bunch of shit, bro. I've always been a big guy, but I used to be in way better fucking shape. Like I was big, but I was fucking big. But it was like, I looked at that shit and just, I started doing the math in my head. I was like, if I would have followed this schedule, there's no doubt about it. I would have probably lost like 30 fucking pounds the first 2 months, like without a doubt. I would have lost 30 pounds. And maybe the last 2 months, like going into the October 4th, I probably would have lost at least another 20 each one. If I'd have followed that schedule fucking directly, bro. And to know that shit, bro, like I felt some type of way. It wasn't like anger, but it was more like that feeling you get when you know you wasted time, where it was like, damn,
Yeah,
I fucking really could have made a huge impact on an important factor in my life right now. On
yeah.
that date, I would have been like, June 4th, stick to this shit, commit, do all of this shit the right way. I would be walking in October 4th, looking at that date pass, like 100 fucking pounds later, bro. Just with a set schedule already. It would have been what, 3 months? 3
Yeah,
months. That
I feel
shit, that
that.
shit hurt my soul a little bit, man. And ever since then, I've been on this weird transition to where like I'm starting to having like trouble. Like every time I go to eat, I'm just kind of like, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. And I'm not saying I got an eating disorder or anything to shit like that or whatever, but it's just like I'm like super aware that you fucked up. Now it's like it's you should be making up for it now. So I'm kind of in that mode. What up, E?
Yo, what up?
I'm kind of in that
Nah.
mode, man. But that shit really just shows you, well, it showed me just how important fucking discipline is, man. Discipline is the one thing that people talk about, consistency all the time. People talk about, whatever, following a routine, doing this, doing that. But discipline, it gets talked about, but just how important that shit is. It's hard. It's something you can't really like train. It's just something you just have to fucking have. Like you have to have it. It gets easier as you use it, but it's hard, man. What do you
I
struggle with,
agree.
bro? Like what do you struggle with as far as like, in that area? Like do you struggle with like just trying to stay on task? Like, money is too much money to buy like healthy food. What do you struggle with it?
Yeah, it's some the same thing. Like I still ain't even started like working out yet. Like I've been eating healthy the last 2 weeks. I've been doing the detox. I've been watching what I eat. I still know how my little like I had a honey bun today. That's snack when I was at work. But I also had my grilled chicken and I had my veggie smoothie. I made a homemade veggie smoothie with some lettuce, tomato, and my super green stuff in it. So I had a pretty good day today overall outside the honey bun. So I still have my challenges and stuff, a little bit more consistency when it comes
Yeah.
to food. Mentally, I need to I had a when you talk about like wasting time, I felt that because I have the same issue, but on like a little bit of a different scale. Because I know I'm busy, I got a full time job working higher ed, and then I DJ company, and I'm trying to start this Black community, Black boys platform that I'm working on now. So I don't have many weekends where I don't have anything to do.
Yeah.
And I find myself when I have one of those weekends, like, well, I have a lot of downtime. Like, okay, this is the perfect time to work on this project and work on things I need to work on. I don't have time to sit down for a long period of time to work on. And then, especially during football season, because I love football so much, it's like sometimes you just want to chill and you don't want to do nothing. And my biggest problem is, boy, weed. My biggest problem, and when I smoke, I get lazy. I
Oh
don't
yeah.
want to do shit. No, and I was like, I think what Labor Day, I was when you said you felt that, like looking back, you felt like you wasted time. That's how I felt on Labor Day weekend. I had a 4-day weekend. I had took off work on Friday. I was already off on that next Monday because Labor Day was paid day off for us. It was already that was a 4-day weekend. Luckily, surprised that I didn't have a gig that weekend. Surprised I didn't have a and bro, once I smoked that I got a good pack from my plug, and once I smoked that first blunt Friday night, it was over with. I was high the whole weekend, didn't go nowhere, didn't do shit, but on the couch watch football. And then my
See?
time with the work Tuesday, I was disgusted.
Yeah, yo, that's
I didn't do
listen,
shit.
bro.
I didn't do
That's
shit. I'm like,
that's how that
seriously?
should be. Yo,
I
that's
could
how
have
that,
did content. I could have planned some stuff. I could have went out and did some stuff. Didn't do shit. Didn't do shit. I was so mad at myself. That's why every time
yeah.
I'm outside, I like, bro, I gotta cut it out, bro. I can't smoke no more. I ain't say I ain't gonna never smoke again, but I'm like, bro, I gotta take a break, bro. I'm not being
Yeah, because
productive right now.
it's really hard, man. Especially like we were just talking about, all that shit is discipline. And when you're used to like your regular routine, just like you just said, like on days where I want to chill or I just want to go have some fun or do some shit like that. To me, going to have some fun is like, okay, we all the family, right? Let's go out with the family. Let's say, okay, we're gonna go. We just did it this weekend. Let's go bowling. Let's go do this. Now I got a fucking family of 6 people, bro. So it's like when I go out, I don't fuck what we do. We can't go to McDonald's without spending $100. Like it's always money. So it's like a lot of times we try to blend things together. So we'll take the kids to Chuck E. Cheese. We'll go ahead and get pizza at Chuck E. Cheese. Everything is all inclusive. That's like $70 right there. Cool. We can eat and we can go out. But like you can't eat and be like, oh, I'm just gonna go bowling, and then you don't eat nothing. Like you out, you gotta fucking eat.
Right.
I've always mapped that shit out like that. Like I have to eat to have fun. We have family coming over. I mean, it ain't just me either. That's fucking most people, I think. But it's like you got family coming over, do a board game night, cook a whole bunch of food. So I always relate, like, when I'm chilling, I ain't like you said, watching football. Fucking, I'm gonna watch some movies. I ain't doing shit this weekend. I'm gonna get me some popcorn, make me some cheesesteaks and shit, and I'm gonna watch me some movies and chill out. Give me a couple beers, maybe. So it's like that connection, like you said, you with weed and shit, that connection. And it's hard to cut that shit out because if you're gonna do it, it's like in your situation, it's fucking probably harder because I can go ahead and say, okay, fuck it. Instead of like, if I'm watching movies I want to eat, let me go ahead and get me a nice chicken salad. Let me go ahead and get me some, beef jerky or some easy shit. But in your situation, it's harder for you to find a substitute for weed. But it's like it's hard also to think about like, damn, even if I find a substitute, am I just still being weak? Is that still being disciplined? Or should I just cut this shit out altogether? That's how I be feeling. Like, should I
Yeah.
just stop altogether? Like, why do I need a fucking crutch? Like, if I'm going to stop eating bad, I'm not going to drink Diet Coke. Fuck Diet Coke. I'm just not going to drink soda. Like, that's how I be trying to go balls to the wall, yo. And sometimes it works. It used to work a lot better when I was younger. But now that I'm older and starting to get set in my ways, man, almost 40, like, I just easily be like, man, fuck it, yo.
I had
I
that
say,
same
man,
problem with
fuck it.
weight loss. Because when I
Yeah,
was younger, when I was in college, I lost 110 pounds in 18 months.
yeah,
And once it was hard to get in the mindset, but one thing I got diagnosed with pre-diabetes, so that was definitely a big push. Like, all right, let me get this shit together. I'm gonna die. This shit
yeah.
together. Cause weight was going up over 400 pounds. I was over 400, and so I got down pretty good. And I don't feel that bad because when you're in college, you got more time on your hands than when you're a full
Yeah.
blown adult. More time on your hands. So I was able to go to the gym 6 days a week and really lock in on eating healthy. Like I went months like eating a lick of fried food or bread. Months, and I lost a lot of weight when I did that. A lot of weight. But
That's
now
awesome.
when you work all day and you got a business and I got my younger siblings that live with me, it's like, boy, yeah, you need more energy. It's hard. Like I did
Yeah,
keto diet the first time. So I didn't, like I said, I ain't no fried food, I ain't no bread, no rice, no nothing. All I eat was meat and vegetables for like probably 4 or 5 months straight at one point doing
that's the
that
best
journey.
shit.
Yeah, but it also bad. One of the bad thing about that, your carbs is the energy, so it kind of
Yeah,
drains your energy sometimes. And when you're in college, you don't have as much to do physically. Like you don't have as busy of a schedule. So I don't want to say college is easy, because it's definitely not. But you don't have as busy of a schedule constantly when you move it. It's constantly like post college when you got family and job and all that stuff. So now it's like, damn. I used to do intermittent fasting. I used to be able to be easily not eat till
oh yeah,
12, 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That helps a lot too. But in college, if you set your schedule right, you ain't going to class till 10, 11 o'clock. So by the time you get out of class, all right, I get up 9 o'clock, time I get to class 10, 10:30. By the time I get out of class, boom, it's already 12, 1 o'clock. That's easy work. But now when you get to work at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, you already up and moving. By 9
trying to tell
o'clock,
you.
stomach grumbling. Now you
That's
still
right.
thinking
Yep,
about it, thinking about it. I'm like,
that's
no,
right.
no. So it's a lot different now. So it's harder. It's harder as you get older.
Yeah, it really is, man. Trying to find that time, but like you said, man, it's just one of those things. You said it before, when you were talking about football. When you went home and you saw that poster and that quiz. It's funny that it's just like my schedule hanging up. It's funny. It's funny the things that grab your attention at the right times. You can see something 1,000 fucking times, yo, and then all of a sudden that one day it worked. I remember this is shit. This is a long ass time ago. I think I was like fucking middle school. But I had a crush on this girl, bro. And that shit came right perfect time. I had a crush on this girl, and she had sent me one of those I'm talking about old school AOL email days. She sent me this chain letter, and in the letter, it was like a whole bunch of just like written, like the little motivational quotes or whatever. And that's all it was. No pictures, nothing. It was just a whole bunch of them in different colors and shit. And I read it, and I felt like because I liked her, I think that's why I printed out every one of them. It was like 4 pages, bro. No fucking lie, yo. It was like 4 pages. And I took it and I taped it on my closet door in my room. Middle school, bro. One of the biggest things that spoke to me in that shit that I used to look at all the time, the whole time it was on my thing, I still think about today, is it said life is it said something along the lines, life is all about taking the risk, or whether knowing if the risk is worth the jump, or some shit like that. It was colored pink, and in between that it was other ones, but that was always the one. Like life is always wondering if the jump is worth the risk, or some shit just like that. And I'm telling you, bro, you don't understand how many times that was like one of the first things I remember as far as like motivational things that I read, and I was like, yeah, like I don't never want to not know if I should jump or not. I don't want to regret jumping. I don't want to regret not jumping. And that was one of the things. I think that was a big thing that influenced my spontaneous side, bro. Because from then on, I didn't give a fuck. I would if there's nothing I wouldn't try. I was always my group of friends. My cousin, if he's still on here, he fucking tell you. Like I was always the wild, reckless. I don't give a fuck if nobody will do it. I'll do that shit. Like, and it was always because I just felt like, bro, listen, I don't want to look back and say, man, I wish I would have did that. I wish I wish I would have took that chance. I wish I'd have asked that girl out. And it's like you don't know what's going to speak to you to motivate you. You saw that poster and you was ready to quit, man. It's hard as fuck, man. I'm done with this shit. And then you went back and you did it again. I actually just did that also when I was doing the treadmill, and I got a fucking treadmill right here. I have no excuse to be fat. I'm the worst type. I got a fucking treadmill, whole gym over this motherfucker. But I was on the treadmill and I did treadmill. The first day I did that shit for like 12 minutes. And I was like, damn, I used to do a mile in like 22 minutes, yo, just like on a fast walk. But I did 12 minutes and I didn't look at the clock, and I was like, oh, 12 minutes. Okay, I'm cool. The next day I was like, man, fuck this shit, bro. I ain't doing this shit. So I skipped that day. I skipped the day after that. And I was like, man, fuck that. I don't want to go too far. I did good. I know I was on the treadmill, and I went back on the treadmill. When I tell you, I didn't even think about it. I was on my fucking iPad, just scrolling on TikTok, and I kept looking at the time. I was like, damn, I feel like I should be tired already. I was like, I'm gonna keep going. Fuck it. I did like 22 minutes, bro. Just 22 minutes, just fast walk. And I didn't even think about it. The first time I was fucking, oh, fuck, how long is this shit? But just after that one initial time, yo, just to get past those first 3 days, if you can do that shit and stay on task after that, you got it. You fucking got it, bro.
Yeah. Another thing that helps is like what you did with TikTok. A lot of people try to go do music, which is cool. But music, unless you like really like one of them people that really fade away when you listen to music, it's harder to do routine when you listen to music, like exercising, like especially on like a stationary thing like a treadmill. So when you said TikTok, that was good. Because what I like to do, I like to go on YouTube to watch a show. One of my favorite shows that really stimulate my mind and kind of take me away. And all of a sudden, it'll be like 30, 40 minutes. I've been through a whole episode of a show, and I was like, oh, shit, I forgot I was down walking on the treadmill. Like,
that's right.
I just went away mentally. Almost like when you're driving. When you drive for such a long time, all of a sudden you look up and you at where you at, and you ain't like, damn, I don't even remember the last 10 minutes of me driving. I don't even remember.
I'm telling you.
Take it time. You know.
Yeah. Some true shit, man. What do you like to watch on YouTube?
Lately I like watching Pop the Balloon. That's like my show. But I don't watch all the ratchet versions. I like to watch Arlette's version. Arlette is the only reason why I like Pop the Balloon Fall in Love. I like that. I like watching the little cheater show, Beauty and Jack TV, Soulless Cheaters. I watch that stuff sometimes, a little on and off with that. Now, since I've been about to start this platform for Black community and stuff, I've been really getting back into watching podcasts. A little bit of red pill stuff, I ain't gonna lie. A little bit of red. I ain't been deep in it like I used to be, but I've been watching a little bit of that. Now I've been watching Antoine Daniels. I like Antoine Daniels. I've been watching his podcast shows. So I was actually watching right before I got on here. They was talking about interesting topic. It had me thinking bad. So I was like, I was sitting here thinking about that topic they was talking about, the show I was just watching. So they were basically talking about
right, bro.
Yeah, they was talking about since we got like a bit single motherhood, society today, especially in the Black community, they was talking about should Black fathers have to have to fight to be in their kids' lives? Pretty much, that's what they was talking about.
Should they have to? I mean, it sucks that you do have to, but at the same time, this is gonna sound like a stupid thing to say, but the fact behind that shit is it's not even the mom's fault. It's their fault for their actions, but it's more the fucking fault of the government and shit, bro. There's no strict laws in place to make it so that dads have a fucking fighting chance. Yeah. I mean, you can fight for custody, but 9 times out of 10, man, if you've really been through that shit, or people who have really been through that shit, you can say all the shit in the world. The mom is going to get the upper hand in most situations. Like, they're not going to take the child away from the mother unless you can prove that she's fucking unfit, reckless and wild. But it sucks because there's not a lot that they give the dad as far as tools for fighting against the shit.
Yeah. I'd go even further than that. It's a system problem. This is the reason why a lot of women won't agree with this. This is the reason why men and I agree with it. I didn't agree with it like years ago when I thought about it, but the older I got, the more mature I got, I realized it's so true. This is why most men want child support to be abolished. And the reason why that is not necessarily because most women will hear that like, oh, you don't want to hold men accountable. Like that's not what it is. And
That's what it is.
I don't even blame the women for being the way they is because if you got a system set up to promote single motherhood and you get rewarded to women minds, a lot of mother minds say like shit, why I gotta sit up here and put up with a man for and be with a man for if I can go get child support and I can go get this assistant, I can go get that assistant to help my kid. I could just do bad by myself. I could just have me and my child bad by myself.
Absolutely.
And that's why they want to get. That's why men want to get because child support. The whole reason for child support, they created child support because women didn't have rights and they couldn't take care of themselves or the system wouldn't allow them to. So that's why child support came about. So now that women have rights and independence, what the fuck we need child support for? What the?
See, I definitely understand child support because you still got motherfuckers who will run out. You know, back in the day, you know, the women were left by themselves with the baby. The men was at war. You know, all this other shit. It's a lot to it. Like you said, women didn't have rights. There was a lot of shit to it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, there was a lot of men just going around just smashing and then dipping. So you definitely needed some kind of like, you know, tether for responsibility. The fucking kid ain't cheap, man. Kids cost money. But like you said, the system, you know, with these fucking crazy systems of these women over here, I just saw a report about it. You know, we're gonna have a couple shows that are gonna be way more, you know, in depth in you know, deeper conversations coming up in the next few weeks or whatever. But it was like the mother said, "Hey, I'm only getting $55,000. No, it wasn't 55,000. It was I'm only getting like $6,000 a month to take care of in child support, and it's not enough. So they're taking me back to court." And I'm bro, listen, I'm telling you right now, I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Kids are expensive, right? $6,000 a month for a fucking kid. Two kids
Than enough.
Is unbelievably enough money to fucking take care of a kid. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say either.
See, that's why I'm building my platform. Me and my friends actually really. I thought I was gonna do this on my own, and then I started talking to my inner circle about it, and they really liked the idea, and they really want to join in on the calls too. So you know, our platform is gonna be called Project Line. The LIME acronym is Legacy Empowerment Masculinity and Legacy Intelligent Masculinity Empowerment. Project Line.
Okay.
And the slogan is your legacy because we gotta, especially as black boys, we gotta teach these black boys, man. You gotta think about your legacy when you growing up in this world. We got, and this is one of the things I want to talk about with the black community because I want black people around like, bro, the system, the family court is $1 billion industry. It's a reason why these politicians shit don't want to abolish child support. There's a reason it keeps shit like that keeps the black community suppressed, and that's how they want it. That's how they want it. That's how they want it. I mean, that's why they don't get rid of it. People,
you can take that.
Average person black community understand that what it does. Understand like to the community as a whole what it is, and that's why they don't want to get rid of it.
You can take that same conversation, bro, and point it towards healthcare, point it towards, you know, even welfare and everything. Welfare. This shit is it's all a system. Insurance, it's all a system that these motherfuckers is making millions and billions of dollars on. And it does keep people needing help, you know, needing assistance. Like that's what I said. As soon as you started saying that, I haven't even thought about this conversation. But let me tell you, like I said, I wanted to come on and have just like an easy going show tonight. Like, because I was just like, I've been talking doom and gloom in the last couple shows. I was like, let me just come on and just talk some shit. But these are the conversations that we've been having because this is the shit that's really been happening. I mean, if y'all really want to go deep, like all the stuff that's going on right now, shit. Hey, listen, I just saw fucking 5 minutes ago the whole government shutting down again. They none of these motherfuckers got their stuff together, bro. Everybody's all up and up in arms. They don't know what they're doing, but all these higher ups, man. I don't care if you're talking about the presidents. I don't care if you're talking about the governors. I don't care who you're talking about. All the higher ups, there's nothing we can do because they're the ones who are fucked up. They're the ones who are keeping everything the way it is. bro, do you know how many? I told y'all last week, like I quit my fucking show, bro. I quit my my show, my job. I'm reading this comment from this person that I'm not gonna post because I don't know who that is and I'm not sure what they're saying. I don't want to post all that. But I sat here and I quit my job, and I quit my job for the reason of, listen, I feel like after years of working and stuff like that, I feel like I don't get this system. I don't get why I have to work like a slave and still not have enough money to do what I got to do. I'm not trying to get two jobs and then just pay bills, but I'm still talking about, oh man, this bill's late. Oh man, this bill's late. Why? Am I going on vacation every year? Am I fucking doing? No, I'm not. Am I buying PlayStations every day? No, I'm not. You know what the fucking problem is? Everything is expensive as shit. And no matter how much you work in a week, you're not making enough to really fucking be able to accommodate for savings and vacations and this and that, especially with kids. You're not making enough fucking money. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I got a family of 6 in this house. When I tell you $700 worth of food, it's enough. It's enough. You can make it work. But if you think that you're going to still be having luxuries, and by luxuries is fucking crazy, I mean Doritos, I mean steak, I mean shrimp, I mean that's fucking luxuries. You can survive $700. I mean, you can survive with $300, but you gonna have to go ahead and get some lettuce and get some tomatoes and get some big ass bags of rice and get some beans.
Yep.
That's
chicken.
how you. At the end of the day, bro, like it's a weird thing, Donnell. Like it's a weird fucking thing when you start to understand one of the biggest reasons why people in America, I'm only speaking for us, one of the biggest reasons why is because we think we need so much shit, and we really fucking don't. I asked you a minute ago, what do you watch on YouTube and stuff like that? You know what the fuck I'm watching on YouTube now that I'm 38 years old? Tired of paying fucking bills, tired of the system, you know what I'm watching? I'm watching these motherfucking bushcrafters. I'm watching these motherfuckers who are restoring and creating shit, foraging, people who are building fucking shelters and shit like that, building houses. That's the shit I'm watching. These fucking mobile houses that are on buses and shit. That people are saying, fuck my whole life, take all of this shit, take my TVs, take all of this shit. And they go and build a fucking school bus and they driving around the country and, you know, working remotely and shit on their phone. And they driving around the country and they living fucking life. Meanwhile, I had a job with motherfuckers over here for the new iPhone with Apple and shit. Hey, is the phone out yet? Is it? No, sir. It's going to be out in 2 more weeks. Oh, 2 more. Is there any way you can get it a little faster? Dying for this shit, bro.
Like, bro, it's a fucking phone. It'll get here when it get here. Is your phone broke now? No, because you're fucking annoying me on the phone now. Because you're annoying me on the
Dead ass. But it's just, like you said, bro, the system's broken. We always think we need more, just like the child support shit. I get $6,000 a month. I need more. Are you fucking crazy? I can support my whole fucking family with where I live now and have money left over with $6,000 a month.
See, that's because they don't want to admit the truth, man. Child support was never made to support the child. It was made to support the woman. So women always somebody need more. They think about themselves. They ain't thinking about the child. They ain't thinking about it. That's more than enough for a child. That's another reason why they want to get rid of family court, because they still want men to indirectly take care of the women.
That's fucking crazy, man.
That's really why they want to get rid of it. That's why they want to do. So man, hey man, issues we got to tackle. It starts with conversation.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna talk about some of these stories. I mean, we used to do a show. Shout out to Dre on Wheels and the 1130 podcast. We had a show called Beyond 1130, where we talked about a lot of issues like this, man. And we kind of looked at it, me and the 3 other people who were in the show, like we looked at it like therapy, because we would have conversations like this. We watched different videos, and real talk, man. It's just like, a lot of times you gotta vent. Man. You're realizing the state of the fucking world right now, at least the part that we're seeing collectively. And as soon as the algorithm locks you into some shit, it's gonna continuously, repeatedly show you, that genre. Like I was talking about leaving my job. Like I saw a whole bunch of people the same thing. I got fucking videos saved on TikTok right now about people who are just saying, "Hey man, I'm tired of this routine. I'm tired of this rat race, and I don't see the point in it anymore." The younger generation, they're saying, "We don't see the point anymore. Why do the youngins don't want to work no more? Because there's nothing that they're gaining, man. There's nothing that these motherfuckers can't buy houses. They can't buy shit. You can't buy shit. You cannot work in fucking Walmart and work in what's it called?
Yeah.
Even or these marketing jobs or whatever. You can't buy anything unless you fucking Kai Cenat, 100 million, a million fucking. Shout out to him too. Shout out to that nigga too, man, doing this thing. But it's like, why do you think you thought niggas used to chase rappers? These motherfuckers are chasing these. Even I am. Trying to be a content creator. We ain't trying to rap no more, but now niggas are trying to be content. Yo, you just chasing a different fucking dream, man.
And that's what these companies don't understand, man. They still live in the dark age like 20, 30 years ago. It's like, bro, I was talking about this with some of the older heads in my family. It's like, man, my aunt got this one aunt. I always say, man, y'all young kids don't want to work no more. It's like, no, we don't have to. It's like these jobs don't understand. It's like, bro, it's no longer, we don't have to kiss these jobs' asses like y'all did 20, 30 years ago. We didn't have to kiss these jobs' asses. Like, there's so many ways to make money nowadays. There's people that millionaires sitting on their ass all day. Their ass all day. You don't have to go clock in and make money anymore. These jobs don't understand that. Don't understand. Not gonna take your bullshit. Like, fuck you.
That's right.
Fuck you.
That's right, bro. I'm telling you.
Start business. Starting business easy nowadays. Now you gotta maintain one's the hard part. But starting one easy, just go $100 LLC, boom. LLC, boom. That's it. That's the internet, social media, technology has really opened things up. You can go get a trade now. My friend just did that. He went from working dead end job, went and got a trade for a year, and now he's making $35 an hour. They on a 2-year contract, $35 an hour as an electrician mechanic. There's so many ways to make money nowadays. You don't have to kiss a job ass. So I applaud you for that. Say, fuck it. I'm going to do my dream. Fuck it. I'm going to. I feel that.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah, it really is how it is. But yo, DJ Harmonics, man, thank you so much for coming on. We ain't gonna go too long. Great conversation tonight, man. I'm like I said, I really wanted to have a nice, easy going combo. But like these are great topics, man. You're more than welcome to come on and speak on more of these topics. Next week we're gonna have more of a show put together. Like I said, Halloween coming up and everything. Like I got a lot of stuff going on with preparing these shows. I'm really excited for seeing what everything everything that we got coming up. And I'm back full time doing my job, bro. You guys don't even understand how fucking hard I've been working, man. Like I told you, bro, I got 2 buckets over here of just equipment. I found out shit that I had that I was putting stuff together. And I'm like, damn, I got sound. I got fucking wireless mics. I'm sitting there thinking about taking a speaker and just going out in the Walmart parking lot and just doing comedy or some shit. I'm thinking about a lot of stuff right now. And like you said, bro, because we have those options and we do not have to just sit back and just be a fucking slave to the clock anymore, bro. It's not doing anything for us but making us fucking agitated and aggravated and taking our life, man. It's draining our fucking life, yo. But
man,
yeah, hopefully
I want to do a podcast so bad, man. I can't right now because my internet sucks. Man, I'll try. I'll reactivate my StreamYards over the weekend.
Yeah.
Man, I think he'll say unstable internet, unstable. I'm in a dead zone right now. So my apartment complex, they just install like fiber internet into the ground. So it's really just a waiting game now. I'm just waiting for them to activate that shit so I can buy the fiber internet so I can have better internet so I can start podcasting again. Just waiting.
Yeah, man.
So now I'm just doing other content, stuff like that, getting everything set up. So.
Get on TikTok, man. I'm telling you right now, TikTok is the no lie. TikTok is the fucking way to go, yo. Jump on TikTok, make you some short videos. It don't even gotta be long. Make you a 5-minute on topic. And that's the shit I'm looking at all day, man. And I'm doing as well. Like I do movie reviews, I talk wrestling, and then even some of this serious stuff where I'm just, giving my opinion about some stuff and how I feel about things. But yeah, definitely make it happen, bro. You definitely got some really good points of views. So I think the conversations can definitely be engaging. But Appreciate having you on, bro. Beeline, we're going to be back tomorrow night because it is the return of Straight Through the Roast Wrestle Talk. I've been taking a little break from it because I'll be honest, wrestling has kind of sucked lately, man. Even though it's really good. And yeah, I get it. I get it. There's a lot of stuff going on. But, I watch WWE a lot. I'm a heavy watcher of WWE. It's been boring, right? Have you watched it? Have you been watching it, bro?
Yeah, this past Monday, I couldn't even get past like the first 15 minutes. I just changed the game. This shit sucked.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's been fucking boring, man. They got 1,000 fucking PLEs, but they all fucking lame. It's just the same shit over and over again, man. I'm tired of watching the Vision, and I'm tired of watching the Jey Uso shit. I ain't gonna lie, I'm fucking tired of
that. Roman Reigns come back, but that's predictable. He'll come back
every 5 minutes.
Leave again. He'll come back. Like, oh my god, y'all all over the place right now.
Yeah, I'm over it. But we're gonna be talking about it tomorrow night because it's definitely I like the shit they're doing NXT and TNA and stuff like that. We're gonna be talking about some stuff. But and then of course the entertainment show, the first October episode of the entertainment show is this Thursday, and we're gonna give you guys a little bit of direction of what we're gonna be doing for the holiday season and stuff like that, the spooky season and everything. It's gonna be a lot of horror talk, a lot of scary stuff, and I might put together a little project at the end of this month. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But guys, listen, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and thank you for supporting. Please, if you want to, any donations or anything like that, please check us out at the-line entertainment LLC.com, and you can get everything there. You can sponsor us, you can support us, you can donate, whatever, and you also pick up the merch, man. We got some shirts and stuff like that. Show everybody that you love the Beeline Entertainment LLC. Show off the shows you like as well. But D, you got anything in closing here? Anything in closing tonight?
No. So everybody, just follow. I suck at Instagram, so I'm trying to get my followers up. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. I am DJ Harmonics. I have my mixes on there, or artist of the week. I started dropping my affirmation videos about different topics going on in the community. I'm working on the platform for Project Line. I ain't got those online yet. Maybe I'll share those next time. But yeah, just working on that stuff. That's pretty much it.
Good shit, man. Just keep it moving, bro. As long as you're doing something, and we gonna get on this weight loss journey, bro. I'm tomorrow. I'm starting a whole fresh day. I've been drinking water. I've been doing really good as far as with drinking. I've not been drinking any calories, so I'm really happy and proud of myself about that. For like almost a couple weeks now. But I'm looking forward to what I can do and get this nice fresh start day 1, October 1st tomorrow. And we gonna see what happens, bro. We gonna see what happens.
You got it, bro.
Whole new Brian B and DJ Harmonics, man. But guys, Beeline, stay true, stay positive, pay attention, and thank you so much for watching once again, guys. We out. Peace.
Straight to the
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed that episode, make sure you head on over to the Beeline Entertainment LLC YouTube channel, where we have so much more for you. We have the Beeline Web Show on Tuesday nights, as well as Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk on Wednesdays, and of course, the Beeline Entertainment Show on Thursday night. Join us and make sure that you hit that like, hit that share, and of course, subscribe with that bell button for the notifications so you can make sure you're getting all the great content from the Beeline Entertainment LLC. Let's go!